heavy hitters are back. Throw your H's up. I'm your boy Jay.
I'm your boy B.
I'm your boy Amity.
Even though he ain't been on TV recently, I'm your boy.
Yeah, where he been at?
AJ Styles.
He got destroyed by Solo.
Yeah, remember when they beat him up backstage?
Oh, when he jumped off the. Yeah. He ain't been seen since?
No.
Yeah, he been chilling.
Oh, because he was supposed to be seen
He was
apart.
supposed to, yeah, that's when LA Knight filled in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but yeah, so, hey, speaking of LA Knight, we got a video about the man that beat LA Knight at Crown Jewel. So obviously y'all know Roman Reigns been champion for well over 1,000 plus.
Say what he is, man.
The Tribal Chief.
The biggest draw in all of wrestling.
The end of
Roman
the table.
Reigns. Somebody who I really don't like for real.
The needle mover.
But I can't deny greatness though. So look, we gonna talk about what if Roman Reigns hold the title for the same length of time back in the day, like the Ruthless Aggression era, that time period, where you had the Cena's coming up, you know, everybody it was just crazy. Triple H was still going crazy, but this Roman Reigns though, just in that era, the same Roman,
same character,
same bill, everything.
Yeah.
Nah, that's a tough question. I don't know, man. What y'all think?
Hell nah.
You don't think so?
Hell nah.
So like
It was
me
too
and
stacked.
you are the elder statesmen on her, so we got to kind of we would have the more.
I'm glad to be a little younger. I don't want to be close to.
Yeah, me and bro are on the younger side of this one.
I don't want to be close to 30 already.
We still got many years. We're in the early 20s, so we good.
They act like they this much younger than us. Man.
Right, y'all ain't that far from us.
Nonetheless, I mean, you the one, you just called yourself an elder.
We are the elder statesmen. We the OGs.
Yes, sir.
Nonetheless, Roman Reigns. So you say no?
Hell
You say
nah.
it was too stacked?
It was too stacked. No, that's like when AJ Styles said that in that promo. He was like, if I was back in that, he wouldn't even last. Like Roman, hell no. You got Cena, the Booker T's, the Eddie Guerreros, the Eddie Guerrero. You got Ray. You got like it was a lot from Raw and from SmackDown. Brock,
baby Brock.
Right. This is like he didn't even hit his prime yet, but Brock was still. You got the Kurt Angles.
Man.
You got the Chris Benoit. We got. I mean, it's so much stacked. The Chris Benoit.
The Rabid Wolverine.
What? Wolverine.
Come on, gang. We know. I know, bro. He did.
The man that beat Triple H for this world title at WrestleMania.
You had Ric Flair.
I mean, he was out of his prime.
I mean, he about to wrestle again though.
I don't know why.
Young Bobby Lashley. Even though Bobby Lashley was still like a mid Carter.
You had Jeff Hardy. It's just.
I feel like this Roman Reigns, like right now.
Yeah.
I feel like he could be champion that long back then. Just look at it. It's the same Roman dominance, like.
Yeah, but you also have to realize how many superstars that were in their prime.
But look at, but he in his prime too. Yeah, so
he beating all these greats in their prime. He beating
Undertaker, Kane, like Big Show, like
Roman in his prime though. So it's like even though all of them was in their prime, Roman he in his prime too. And then with all the help, all the assistance, right, it could happen. You know,
I believe he'll be champion, but for holding this,
I think he can hold it for 3 years, man.
I don't think
3 years is kind of crazy.
So let's just say hypothetically from like 04 to 07.
No.
Hell no.
Now that I think about that,
or just pick a 3-year time period in that era. Let's say 2002 to 2005.
No.
Like it's gonna be tough. I don't see it either.
I could see it more in probably 02 to 05 and 04 to 07.
But 02, Kurt, you had like Kurt Angle, Rock was still there.
Like, they really wasn't holding them like
Stone Cold.
Stone Cold was still around.
Chris Jericho, yeah.
But Steve left in like 03, 04.
Steve retired for 03.
He had his last match in 03.
But I don't know. It's interesting to think about. I just feel like, because like I said, Roman got that backing, obviously, with the bloodline. If you add that factor into this too, yeah, he could do it.
Yeah, but also keep in mind how many groups were there at that point in time too. You have Evolution.
He really just had.
Yeah, it was really just at that time period. Let's say from 02 to 2000 to 2000.
They want that many factions for real.
It was only the only group I really remember that made noise was Evolution.
There wasn't really no factions for real.
Well, then if you're going to the 8.3-year time period, and also think about when DX got back together, how they were just wrecking everything.
Yeah, but they wasn't really like
they didn't
champions.
Yeah, they weren't like they weren't like slaughtering though.
Like this all about main event level. Who he would have been having to face? Cena. Triple H wasn't really like you said. He wasn't. He was
Batista, Shawn Michaels.
Like, I feel like Roman could beat all them though. And I'm not the biggest Roman fan, but you got to look at this though.
Look at how he's been booked, and then you put his booking in that era.
Yes, sir. Like, come on, he main eventing WrestleMania every year basically. Nobody back then was doing that.
That's because the lack of talent. Now he's really the only like biggest star.
That's talent though.
Superstar? You talking about superstar?
I mean, Roman is probably the only like major superstar.
Yeah, but like
in wrestling
even
right
if
now.
you think about back then, you had the superstar, but you had the talents around. Like you got Roman, but now you got a Seth Rollins. You got people like just people around that still going crazy.
But compared to this new locker room and the old locker room back in that time period, the old locker room was way stacked from top to bottom.
It's just because all the people we know now, like the Edge, Chris Jericho, Randy, like they all legends now. But
like there wasn't a big gap between Cena and Batista. There's a big gap between like Roman Reigns and then whoever's number 2.
So I feel like Seth Rollins one of the best as far as like,
I do too though, but there's a big gap between Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins.
Time period definitely different though, because back then it just went like Batista to me. He definitely had the aura of a superstar, but we know Batista really wasn't like that guy for real. Like the company, like Roman.
He was
the number 2 guy.
He was the number 2.
Cena was
the number 1.
In this era, Roman the one face. Cena was the one face.
You're going into the class that came out. You're talking about like Batista, Cena, Lesnar.
I'm just talking about just people who were doing their thing in the.
I just feel like he could. I felt like he could have beat all them.
In the Ruthless, or if you want to put him in the Attitude Era.
Like that's really the whole thing about this. Like
if you put him in the Attitude,
could he beat all of them wrestlers? Like that's really the whole thing. I feel like he could have beat all of them. If he was WWE champion or World Heavyweight champion, whichever.
He could beat him, but I just don't see him as no.
Yeah, he wouldn't be champion for 3 years.
No, that would have been nah.
My thing is, if you throw him in the Ruthless Aggression, it's a hell no for me, because you got to realize how many superstars were backing the Ruthless Aggression back then in their prime. You had DX, you had Kane and Undertaker, you had Stone Cold. Them alone, and trying to put them with Roman for a 3-year title, no.
But Kane wasn't really winning title. Like Kane was like that though, but he wasn't really in the main event that much. Undertaker, yeah.
So I mean,
The Rock,
but like all of them was leaving, bro. Like I just feel like.
No, I'm talking about like Attitude Era type,
like 01, 02.
Like from 97
like
to
I'm talking like
02.
90, like 96, 97.
I don't even know how Roman character would work back in that time. I feel like it would have been better in like that 04 through 07 period.
So I mean, man.
But it's all about what y'all think, man.
This is kind of like another what if.
Yeah, like do y'all think he could have been champion for 1,000+ days back in the day? Let us know.
I mean, and then comment down the era. Maybe it's the golden era. I think the golden era was the Hogan.
Yeah.
I think
Ric Flair.
I think it was the 80s, and then you had like the new age. That was like the beginning of Shawn Michaels, like 96, like
Bret Hart's and stuff.
Yeah. Then you had the Attitude Era,
Ruthless
Aggression. Yeah. So
and then this weak PG era.
Trash PG era.
Man.
I mean, some good moments in it.
Yeah,
for sure.
Nonetheless, man. But yeah, that's been our video, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe. Road to 300. That's all we got, man.
Man, and it's our and all of us, everybody in this room will be at Survivor Series.
Yep.
We keep telling y'all that, but
I'm just letting everybody know. Everybody in.
I'm gonna be recording some stuff throughout the day. I ain't gonna be going too crazy, but I'm gonna get some decent shots though.
Bro.
Also expect leading up to Survivor Series, we'll see a lot of Survivor Series like content on here, at least leading up to it.
Yeah, but I'm your boy Morrow.
I'm your boy Amity.
I'm your boy B.
Money making jam. We out.